My chosen one, my heart grieves to know what is about to happen. A heartbreaking incident is about to unfold in your city, and I cannot stop it. Yes, I am here to do the will of my Father, for it is written, in the end times perilous days will come. Humanity will face trials that shake their very foundations. And yet, I am with you. I have seen the cries of the righteous and the anguish of those who hold on to hope, even as the world seems to crumble around them. This incident, though tragic, will serve as a moment of awakening for many. It is not my will to see my children suffer, but the hearts of mankind have grown cold, and sin has sown its seeds in places once fertile with love and compassion. I tell you this not to instill fear, but to prepare you. The Father allows such moments to draw the lost back to his embrace, to remind them that their refuge is not in the things of this world, but in him who is eternal. You must be steadfast in prayer, my chosen one. When the earth trembles and the hearts of men fail them for fear, you must stand firm as a beacon of light. I have placed my Spirit within you, and through you, many will see my glory. Your words will bring comfort to the broken. Your hands will heal the wounded, and your faith will ignite hope where despair has taken root. I see the tears you have shed in the quiet of your room, the prayers whispered in desperation. Do not think for a moment that they have gone unheard. Every word, every sigh has reached the throne of my Father, and his heart is moved by your faithfulness. You may not understand why certain events must come to pass, but trust in this: my plans for you are good. Even in the midst of chaos, I am orchestrating a greater purpose that will lead to restoration and redemption. I must warn you, though, that there will be those who question your faith during these times. They will mock and scoff, asking, "Where is your God now?" Do not let their words trouble you. Remember, even as I hung on the cross, I was mocked and scorned. Yet, through my sacrifice, salvation was made available to all. So too will your steadfastness in these trials serve as a testament to my power and love. Be vigilant, for the enemy prowls like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. He thrives in the chaos, whispering lies and sowing discord among my people. But you, my beloved, are marked by my blood. The enemy cannot touch your soul, for you are mine. Wear the armor of God daily. Truth is your belt, righteousness is your breastplate, the gospel of peace is your shoes, faith is your shield, salvation is your helmet, and my word is your sword. With these you will stand firm against the schemes of the devil. I also want you to remember that you are not alone. Though the path ahead may seem lonely, I have surrounded you with a cloud of witnesses, both in the heavenly realms and here on earth. There are others like you who carry my light in the darkness. Seek them out, and together you will strengthen one another. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of them. As this event unfolds, pay attention to the signs I will give you. I will speak to you through dreams, through the whispers of my Spirit, and through my word. Do not dismiss these as mere coincidences. They are my way of guiding you and preparing you for what is to come. Trust in my timing even when it seems delayed. I am never late, for my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. I also urge you to extend grace and forgiveness during this time. There will be those who act out of fear and confusion, lashing out in anger or retreating into silence. Show them the same compassion I have shown you. Let your love be a reflection of my love, for it is through love that hearts are softened and lives are transformed. My beloved, as I continue to speak, I urge you to listen with an open heart and a discerning spirit. The times you are living in bear the marks of what was foretold long ago. My word speaks clearly of the end times, and if you observe the world with spiritual eyes, you will see the fulfillment of those prophecies unfolding before you. These are not mere coincidences or random occurrences, they are the signs of the times, the birth pangs that precede my return. In the end times it was written that many will turn away from the faith and betray one another. Look around and you will see how true this is. The hearts of many have grown cold in love. The very essence of my commandment is becoming a rarity. Families are divided not just by circumstances but by ideologies, beliefs, and the influence of the enemy. Parents against children, siblings against one another. This division is not from my spirit but from the one who seeks to destroy. False teachers and prophets abound, deceiving many with their enticing words and promises of worldly prosperity. They twist my word to fit their own agendas, leading my sheep astray. This too was foretold, for my word warns of those who have a form of godliness but deny its power. They appeal to the desires of the flesh, offering what seems good but is devoid of truth. Be vigilant, my children, and test every spirit to see if it is from me. Hold fast to what is true, and do not be swayed by the doctrines of men. In these days you will see a rise in lawlessness and a disregard for what is holy. The world has normalized sin, calling evil good and good evil. What once was shameful is now celebrated, and what was once revered is mocked. My laws, written for your good, are now seen as burdensome or outdated by a world that seeks to define its own truth. But I am the way, the truth, and the life, and my word will never change. Heaven and earth may pass away, but my word will remain forever. The pursuit of pleasure has become the god of this age. People chase after wealth, power, and gratification, placing these idols above their devotion to me. They have traded eternal treasures for temporary pleasures, not realizing the emptiness that follows. This was foretold, that in the last days people would be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. My children, do not be entangled in these ways. You are called to be set apart, a holy people dedicated to my purposes. Natural disasters and calamities are increasing as the earth groans under the weight of sin. Earthquakes, floods, fires, and storms, these are not random acts of nature but signs of the times. The earth itself is crying out for redemption, longing for the day when all things will be made new. These events are reminders that this world is not your home. Your citizenship is in heaven, and you must fix your eyes on the eternal, not the temporal. The rise of technology has brought both blessings and dangers. While it has connected the world and allowed my message to reach the ends of the earth, it has also become a tool for deception and distraction. Many have become enslaved to their devices, their minds consumed by what is fleeting and superficial. They have forgotten how to seek me in the stillness, how to hear my voice amidst the noise. Be mindful of how you use the tools of this age. Let them serve my purposes, not draw you away from me. The spirit of fear has gripped the nations, and anxiety has become a pandemic of its own. Wars and rumors of wars, pandemics, economic instability, these are the things that were prophesied. But I tell you, do not be afraid. These things must happen, but the end is not yet. I have overcome the world, and in me you will find peace. Do not let your hearts be troubled. Instead, Let these signs stir within you a sense of urgency to draw closer to me and to share my gospel with those who do not know me. The spirit of confusion is also at work, blinding people to the truth. What should be clear has been clouded by lies and half-truths. Identity, purpose, morality, these are under attack as the enemy seeks to distort my design. But I created each of you with intention and love. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, crafted in my image. Do not let the world define you, for your identity is found in me alone. In these times you will also see a great shaking within my church. I am separating the wheat from the chaff, the true followers from those who merely profess my name. Many will fall away, but do not be discouraged. This is necessary to purify my bride and prepare her for my return. Stand firm in your faith and be counted among the faithful. Do not grow weary in doing good, for your labor in the Lord is not in vain. I also want you to be aware of the rise of a one-world system, as foretold in my word. Governments and leaders will seek to consolidate power, promising peace and security but delivering control and oppression. The enemy will use this system to advance his agenda, deceiving many into worshiping him. But you, my children, must remain steadfast. Do not bow to the pressures of this world. Trust in me to provide for your needs and to protect you from the schemes of the enemy. The mark of the beast spoken of in Revelation is not a distant concept, but a reality that is drawing near. Be discerning and prayerful, for the enemy will disguise it as something beneficial, something necessary for survival. But remember, no earthly provision is worth the cost of your soul. I am your provider, and I will sustain you through every trial. Even as darkness increases, my light will shine brighter. I am pouring out my spirit on all flesh, as I promised. Sons and daughters will prophesy, old men will dream dreams, and young men will see visions. Revival is coming, but it will come through fire and refinement. Those who humble themselves and seek my face will experience my glory in ways they never imagined. I will use the weak and the despised to confound the wise and the powerful. My kingdom is advancing, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. The modern world, for all its advancements, resembles the days of Noah and the days of Lot. People are eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, unaware of the judgment that is coming. Just as it was then, so it is now. The warning signs are all around, but few are paying attention. My children, do not be like them. Stay awake and watchful, for you do not know the hour of my return. I am coming soon, and my reward is with me, but I am patient, not wanting anyone to perish but all to come to repentance. Use this time wisely. Share my love with the lost, care for the poor and the brokenhearted, and live as ambassadors of my kingdom. Let your lives be a testimony to my grace and truth. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Will you answer my call? Prepare yourselves, my children. Do not be caught unready like the foolish virgins who had no oil in their lamps. Keep your lamps burning with the oil of my spirit. Be diligent in prayer, immerse yourselves in my word, and stay connected to the fellowship of believers. Encourage one another as the day of my return draws near. I leave you with this promise, though the days ahead may be difficult. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hold fast to your faith, for the trials you face now are nothing compared to the glory that will be revealed in you. You are my beloved, and I am coming to take you to be with me where I am. Until that day, walk in my love, my truth, and my power. The end is not the end, but the beginning of eternal life with me. Remain faithful, my children, for I am faithful. Do not neglect the power of intercession. Stand in the gap for your city, for your neighbors, for the lost and the hurting. Pray without ceasing, for the prayers of the righteous are powerful and effective. Even as I intercede for you at the right hand of the Father, so too should you intercede for others. Let your prayers rise as incense before my throne, and know that I am moving in response to your faith. Remember, my chosen one, that even in the darkest of nights the dawn will come. The pain of this moment is temporary, but the joy that awaits is eternal. I am preparing a place for you where there will be no more tears, no more sorrow, and no more pain. Until that day, hold on to my promises, for they are sure and steadfast. I know the weight of this message may feel overwhelming, but you are stronger than you realize. I have equipped you with everything you need to endure and to thrive. Lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge me, and I will direct your paths. When you feel weak, remember that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. When you feel alone, remember that I will never leave you nor forsake you. You are my beloved, and I take delight in you. Even in your imperfections, my grace is sufficient. Do not be afraid to step out in faith, to speak my truth, to share my love. The world needs what I have placed within you, and I have called you for such a time as this. As you go forward, remember this promise: I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Let this truth be your anchor in the storm, your light in the darkness, your hope in despair. You are not merely a witness to these events, you are my vessel, my hands and feet, my voice to a world in need. Do not grow weary in doing good, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. Stand firm, my chosen one. Hold fast to your faith. I am coming soon, and my reward is with me. Until that day, let your life be a testament to my love and my glory. You are mine, and I am yours forever and always.